First-time caller line, Chris in Nebraska.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, I wanted to share with you guys a story that kind of spooked the bejesus out of me, but at the same time was kind of a relief. I used to be an over-the-road trucker, and I was cruising down I-40 in New Mexico, and I got flagged over on the CB from another trucker that there'd been a rollover accident. Mm-hmm. And all the passengers in the vehicle had been ejected, and took a long time to get any kind of state patrol or flight for life medics or anything out there. But there was a young girl that had gone into shock, and I wrapped her up in a blanket and was holding her. And about an hour and 15 minutes later, they finally got there and got the major triage taken care of. And
my God, that is a long time.
It was a rough go, but when they finally came up and to take the girl from me, they had told me that she'd expired. She'd passed on, and I never knew it. And so I was kind of a devastating thing for me. I avoided that I-40 interstate, ran many miles out of my way just to stay out of there for a long time. Got in a hurry one night coming out of California, and decided I had to run I-40. And just as I passed the mile marker where that accident had happened, my little dog that had been running with me forever, never messed in the truck before, relieved himself in my passenger seat and went yipping and screaming into the back of the sleeper. And I looked into the back of the sleeper to see what was wrong with him, and he was down there cowered under my bunk. And as I looked back to the road, I noticed that there was a young girl sitting in the passenger seat of my truck.
That would be my last trip on I-40.
I scared the bejesus. I almost wrecked my truck. But she was, very, ghostly, I guess. You could kind of see through her. I could see my door on the other side through her. God. And she just looked at me and she smiled. And in a very, very soft voice, she said, "Thank you, and I'm okay." And she was gone.
Oh, and that's an awesome story.
I pulled over and walked around my truck for a long, long time before I got back in it. But, it was, like I said, the most terrifying experience of my life, and probably the most satisfying. It was just something inside that really settled. But
I hear you. Chris, thank you very, very much for the story. That is, actually, that's kind of a heartwarming story. Not all ghost stories are scary, although I suppose no matter what, they're scary at the time. But in reflection, obviously, he had done something that she very much appreciated, and she somehow made it back to say so. That was quite something.